Hey guys, in today's video what I want to discuss is what I see the future for the online fitness coaches and what I think they should be doing now to be able to stay in the industry for a long time. Now, you might be okay just coming in for a year or so and then leaving the industry, but if it's something that you want to do for the long term, you really need to look at it in two ways. You need a short-term strategy to be able to survive in the industry, but you also need to be able to play the long game, so you're sowing some seeds now so eventually your business can still thrive without being on that hamster wheel of always trying to generate new leads, generate new clients, having clients come on board for say 12 weeks and then leaving. So what I'm going to discuss in this video is like what I think we should be doing, or you should be doing now, to making sure you can survive right now, but then also putting the right things in place to making sure that you can survive in the long term. So let's just break those up into two different categories, right? In the short term, if you can't generate leads and clients right now, you're screwed. So playing the long game won't work unless you're able to survive it. So I remember when I first started out in the industry 15 or so years ago, with the face-to-face clients, it wasn't that I could pick clients up real quickly. I managed to play the long game really well, but I was able to play the long game because I didn't have many overheads. I didn't have responsibility of a family. Like, it didn't really matter, so I could just put all my time and effort into it. And if it took 2 years, it took 2 years, right? And I know some of you may not be in that position where you already might have a family, you already might have to support some other people, and you need faster wins. So playing the long game just won't work. So if we think about that, playing the short game that's where we need things like our content strategies need to be on point that are generating leads every single week, right? That's when we need to make sure that we might be looking at creating different ads to be able to bring leads in every single week. We need a way to bring in leads every week, convert them every week, and have that hamster wheel cycle going on. But eventually that gets tired, right? We don't want to keep doing that. Ad costs will go up. It just looking after clients gets harder because we can't just take on new clients. Well, then what can we do to get off that hamster wheel and actually look long term? And if we can look both ways, that's when we're going to have a successful business. Survive in the short term, but like really plan out what we're going to do in the long term. And in my opinion, like what with any success that I've ever seen is being able to create a community that actually just thrives without you. So face to face, online, gym owner, any of those has all been based around a community. Face to face, it was more like how do I get people that are relatively similar start to get to know each other, work together. Therefore they were connecting together. They just don't leave because of the community. They love the community. And I think this is the future of the fitness industry, because at the moment everyone's selling 5-week challenges, 5-day challenges, 21-day challenges, creating these hamster wheels for our clients, when I believe at the end of the day what we need to do is be able to create these communities. And I don't mean like set up a Facebook group where other people are just throwing shit in there. If you can create a community of like-minded people who are all trying to help each other inside your community, and you're the leader of your community, what happens over time is whenever you are creating new products or anything, it makes sense for these people to use your offer, because you're not continuously trying to go into other people's groups, posting on other people's content. You're not running ads all the time. You're just actually putting goodwill into other people. So if there's a specific niche that you're working with, create a community of these people. And that's what we're teaching these days, is like how do you grow a community of people inside your niche, give so much value to these people for very little or free, repeatedly, and then it just makes sense for you're skimming the top and just working with the 1%ers, the ones who want more. But we still have to survive, right? So we can create these long-term nurture clients, but also being on that hamster wheel simultaneously, because you've still got to survive. If you start doing long-term strategy content to generate leads, but you're not going to last 6 months, then that strategy won't work. Because if we can get both down, that gives us a successful business in the long term. Ad costs aren't high if we're working inside our nurtured group in say 12 months time that we've looked after, we've given them value and we've looked after them. Content. But then also we can't put people in here unless we've got the short-term nurture going on. So comment below, let me know, where are you? Are you working in in the hamster wheel version of this and trying to get leads every single week and working on that hustle? Or are you looking long term and thinking like, how do I create this long term and nurture process and look after these people? You're going to be somewhere in the middle here, but you need to make sure we have both going on. So hopefully that is helpful. If you want tips like this, we create videos like this every single week, helping coaches and trainers to stay in the industry for the long term.